Okay, we're looking at Maya today. She's doing the glide shot put. I'm going to suggest right here you probably bring your heel down flat. She doesn't do a dynamic start, so she's not coming up and then down again. So it's going to be a static start. It just brings the left knee forward. So yeah, right here I just keep the heel flat. Bring the knee up till so they're right next to each other like you're doing. Don't bring it past like you're doing right there. See how your upper body will move up a little bit, or you'll get a little bit of a change. So don't bring it past, just bring it that far right there. Okay, and then from there, right here, you can see the right thigh. You want to get that thigh as parallel to the ground as you can, as horizontal as you can. Keep your chest down low. Okay, left arm's good. It's out here for a counterbalance to this leg. The drive has got to be really strong here. Okay. Oh, you've got a fence right here. A good drill is to grab onto that and just kick that foot back and forth, and just practice getting that drive, getting the balance, and just back and forth, just holding onto a fence. Okay, so we got the kick. Not popping up too much. I would recommend not coming off the toe. I know Gong does come off the toe, but I don't think she gets enough drive back. You can see right here, you're already off the ground. You don't have any drive forward here at all because your leg is practically vertical. So if you come off the heel, you'll be able to get your hips back further, back in here, so you're driving more horizontally across the circle. Also, you're using, you've choked up a lot here on this circle, maybe over 2 feet. So we want to get you to be able to start way here at the beginning and be able to get your foot to land just past the middle here. So we're going to have to work on that drive. That's where you're working on that leg coming off the heel. Okay. So you're going to be on the heel flat right there, and you'll just push off the toe, but roll off the heel. So you're rolling and pushing more horizontally than straight up vertically here. Okay. Kick, slide. Okay, your foot's still not even landing to the midway point here. For the glide, you're going to want to land a little bit past maybe the center. Okay, let's look at the landing. Okay, toe down, the right heel down. So at this point, you want to start driving this right knee forward. You want to pick the heel up, and it makes it easier then to drive the knee forward. Okay, and while you're still on this one foot here, you want to drive your hips, everything forward toward the toe board to close this gap right here. What you end up doing is what I call cartwheeling. You just kind of come up in a straight line here, and around your hips you just kind of rotate. Okay, you want to drive forward while that foot's in the air until his foot touches the toe board. Right there. See how you just kind of drop it down? So you've lost all your forward momentum. So if you can get that down, as soon as that's down right there, where you're shifting a little bit forward, they say don't shift, but the shift is okay at this point. This isn't the shift everyone's talking about. It's right here you don't want to shift forward anymore with the hips. You want to lock that left hip in right there. Now, your knee is facing the camera, your foot is facing the camera. You want to open those up more toward the throwing direction, okay? It's good. You got the left arm back, your shoulders are still back, you're looking back. So as soon as that foot lands right there, now we're going to really accelerate that knee forward into the throw. And what you do is you're pushing up with it. See? So what you want to do is pick the heel up, drive that knee forward at this point really hard against this block leg. This block leg should be extending. This hip right here shouldn't move forward anymore. So let's see what happens. You see how you have to turn the foot because you have it parallel to the toe board? Watch what happens. You can't get that right side around it, so what do you have to do? You have to flip it. See how it turned? You had to jump in the air and turn that foot. Now, if you open the foot up toward the throwing direction when you land, you'll be able to block and maintain contact with the ground. You can actually drive them with this right side across against this left side block. Okay, we want to keep this right knee bent. We want to be driving forward. And right here, you can see the upper body starting to go past the block because your heel never. Let's see if your heel came down on the left, or maybe right about here. And then it's back up before it. If the leg fully extends, you still got a break here. It should be pushing back right now. This leg should be angled backward a little bit, because if it's vertical, what's going to happen? Everything's just going to fall forward. There's nothing to stop it. It's got to have a little bit of an angle back. Okay, so that just has to happen sooner. Like as soon as that left foot lands, open to the circle a little bit more, toe up near, against the toe board, because you would have slid forward. Then it's going to block really hard on the left side, and the right side will then rotate around rather than just extending up. See what happens when you extend? You're no longer rotating around. The side is not pushing. You got to get this right hip past this left hip. The right foot will come off the ground for that to happen, but it's going to keep sliding. The foot will slide close to the ground with the knee bent, and the right hip will pass the left hip. That'll keep your upper body back. Now, yeah, and then the release we already talked about. See, your fingers are open. You want to, the thumb's good, but you want to flip the fingers, flick them to the right in this case, as you flip that shot off your fingers. Okay. The angle's not too bad. It could probably be a little bit higher, but the left arm block looks pretty good too. Okay. Well, that's probably enough to work on until we see another video from you.